with all this being said thus far, cheers to you. I'll just get to my ideas. I had to write them down because they came upon me, so I'm going to be following my notes and trying to fill it in. My notes were just random, and I do much better just shooting from the cuff. So some of the perspectives, statements that I've heard. Woman is known, man is the knower. Woman is, man does. Woman is time, man does time. Woman is history, man makes history. So I've already covered what my note says here about the generalities and how these are just things I've heard. And why I said that this is just a perspective at this time is because this goes to a root experience of manhood and womanhood, and I don't want it to seem too strict, too rigid, too fixed. So what I like to do is I like to separate man into masculinity and woman into femininity. And I use the terms masculine and feminine to see a more overreaching general view, so that we can be more encompassing and including, so that we are rooted in something that is bigger than ourselves, of which we are participating. We are a participant in. I'm reminded of Ebert's mention of Heidegger's term of being thrown into this world. So we can say that we are thrown into a male or female body. However, with the terms masculine and feminine, we can say that we exhibit masculine and feminine tendencies. And these are often embraced as being very different. I don't want to say that they are different. We're all human beings. Humanity can be one of those overreaching terms as well. But the idea that came to me was that the masculine can become uprooted from the concerns of time. Woman, the feminine, but woman specifically, has a monthly cycle. And that monthly cycle is uniquely attuned to the moon and the lunar cycle, which is very interesting. There's so many things in life that we do not have the bottom line, absolute, ultimate answer to. And I feel mainly that the reason this is because we just don't have a machine, a mechanism that we've invented that measures such a thing, where everyone comes into a collective acceptance of. So, a lot of it has to do with technology. Our perspective has to do with technology. Our perspective has to do with our acceptance of what the technology says or does. So it's very general, what I'm getting at. But the idea that came to me was that if a man is not properly rooted in time, he can become uprooted and tend towards limitlessness, tend toward that which is not limited by time. All of our lives, humanity has this experience of being able to be conscious of the fact, fatalism, that they're going to die. And I think part of what the masculine brings, the male brings to human culture and society, is this idea of a destiny transcendent of time. However, the importance of the feminine cannot be underestimated, because this overwhelming idea of being destined to embrace something completely transcendent of ourselves can bring tremendous heroics, but can lose sight of the immediate picture, the immediacy and the necessity of things right here, right now, which, generally speaking, I seem to attune myself with, I accord it with, I correspond the immediacy of things right now with the feminine. So the feminine can get all caught up in the immediate things of right now. The emotions are something that happen right now. We can fall prey to them. We can just totally become like a sleepwalker, not having any detachment and being all consumed by our emotional states. This might be linked to the feminine, generally speaking. And woman has often been termed this, throughout life, throughout history. We put these terms and these conditions upon these fixed definitions, on a specific thing, and this brings us a great deal of stability, you see. So the concerns of time can also be all caught up in the minutiae and all the separate little things, whereas the transcendent view can encompass and include them all in a larger view. So what I'm getting at is that there's this masculine-feminine dichotomy that actually helps each other out and brings together a single cohesive vision, a continuity.